Next is combinations of error. Combination of error. In recent video we had discussed about what are actually errors are and their types: absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, and the percentage error. Now we are going to discuss in this video about combination of errors. First of all, error in sum. Combination is of four type. Combination, we will discuss four type of combination of error: sum of error, difference of error, product of error, then division of error. This four type of combination with additional error of terms with some powers, and then mixture of all these terms, all five terms. We will do that. First of all, error in sum. Suppose we have a term x is equals to a plus b. Absolute error in a is delta x, in b is delta b, and x is delta x. Now we have to calculate error in sum. Error in sum. So the way to write the value is x true value plus minus absolute error is equals to true value plus minus absolute error plus true value plus true value plus minus absolute error. This is the formula. Now x plus minus delta x is equals to a plus minus delta b plus b plus minus delta b. Now a plus b, and here we get, this is a, sorry, here we get delta a plus minus delta b. This is equals to x plus minus delta x. So by solving this we get x plus minus delta x is equals to a plus b plus minus delta a plus delta b. Now this a plus b is what? X. So x plus minus delta x, this complete is equals to x plus minus delta a plus delta b. So x get cancelled with the x, so plus minus delta x is equals to plus minus delta a plus delta b, or we can say delta x. Sum of error is equals to sum of error in first term plus sum of error in second term. So this is the formula of sum of error in sum. So this is the formula. Next, for and here we have two sign, plus and minus. We have always to choose plus sign because we always have to maximize the absolute error. So that's why we always choose plus sign. We just reject negative sign. We just choose plus sign. Similarly, difference in error or error in difference. Here x is equals to a minus b. Then again writing true value plus minus absolute error. True value plus minus absolute error. I'm going to do this for you. True value plus minus absolute error. For a we will write true value plus minus absolute error, where x is equals to what? A minus b. So we just write here minus true value plus minus absolute error. This is x plus minus delta x, a plus minus delta a, minus b, plus minus, so sign will change, plus minus minus, minus minus plus. So this is x plus minus delta x, a minus b, plus minus delta a, minus plus delta b. So here we get, this is again x, complete term is x, get cancelled with this, we get plus minus delta x is equals to plus minus delta a minus plus delta b. So this is nothing but this is again going to be same like delta x is equals to plus minus delta a plus delta b. Again we have to choose plus sign because we have to maximize the error. Means error in sum and error in the difference has the same result. Error in the sum and error in difference have the same result. Example for this: suppose in an experiment two capacities measured as this and this. So this is true value, error in one, true value error into total capacity in parallel with percentage error. We know if capacitors are connected in parallel, then their equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2. So C parallel plus error in this, so is equals to C1 plus minus delta C1 plus C2 plus minus delta C2. This is the formula. This is sum here. So for this error we get delta C parallel is equals to delta C1 plus delta C2. We know that this is delta C1, and this is delta C2. So the error is delta C1 plus delta C2, that is plus minus 0.3. So if we have to calculate percentage error, that is what? Absolute error, total absolute error divided by true value. For the true value we have to add this value and this is the true value upon into 100. So this is actual true value plus minus error, or true value plus minus percentage error. So this is the way we can add them. Next one is error in product. When we have to solve it for error in product, then say suppose we have error for x is equals to a into b. Again we write x plus minus delta x, a plus minus delta a into b plus minus delta b. If I take this x common, we get 1 plus minus delta x upon x. If we take a common from here, we get 1 plus minus delta a by a. If we take this b common from here, we get 1 plus minus delta b by b. So this a into b is again x. So x 1 plus minus delta x upon x is equals to x. Actually this is x 1 plus minus delta a upon a into 1 plus minus delta b upon b. This term is in here multiply. If we take it on this side, this will get in divide and this both will get cancelled. So we get what? We get 1 plus minus delta x upon x is equals to 1 plus minus delta a upon a, 1 plus minus delta b upon b. So if we multiply these two terms, we get 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into this plus minus delta b by b. 1 into this plus minus delta a by a. This into this is plus minus delta a by a into delta b by b. So we get this 4 terms on this side plus minus delta x upon x on this side. 1 get cancelled with this one. Now this is very small because relative error is very small. If we take the product of two relative, this become very small and this is negligible. So we just neglect this term. So we get plus minus delta x upon x is equals to plus minus delta a upon a plus minus delta b by b. So taking this common, we get delta x upon x plus minus delta a upon a plus delta b upon b. Again we have to maximize the error, so we take positive sign, not the negative. So in product, delta x upon x is equals to delta a upon a plus delta b upon b. Means in product of quantity we get not only the absolute error, we get relative error. Now similarly for the error in division, suppose we have term x is equals to a by b. We have to calculate error in division. Again this is delta x upon x equals to a plus minus delta b upon b plus minus delta. This whole raised to power is 1. Now what we have to take? We take delta x plus minus x equals to a plus minus delta a whole raised to power is 1. From denominator we have taken this term in numerator. So if we have taken it in numerator, its power is minus 1. Taking x common here, similar like in product, we get here this. Taking a common from here, we get 1 plus minus delta a by a. Taking b common here, b raised to power minus 1 is common now. 1 plus minus delta b by b whole raised to power minus 1. So this is a by b actually. 1 plus minus delta a upon a into 1 plus minus delta b by b with power minus 1. So this is x 1 plus minus delta x by x. Now again this is x actually, this get cancelled with this complete term. Again we get what? 1 plus delta x upon x is equals to 1 plus minus delta a upon a, 1 plus minus delta b upon b with power minus. This is small term. So by applying the binomial theorem, 1 plus x raised to power n equals to 1 minus n, 1 plus nx, because x is very less than 1, because this relative error, this is less than 1. So we get 1 plus minus delta a upon a, 1 minus sign in front, plus minus minus 1 delta b upon b, and here we get the same term. Plus minus sign get reversed, we get 1 plus minus delta x upon x, a 1 plus minus delta a upon a, 1 minus plus delta b upon b. So there is no difference plus minus and minus plus, we are taking both sides, so we can also write it again as plus minus. Now again solving the brackets, we get 1 plus minus delta x upon x is equals to 1 plus minus delta a upon a plus minus delta b upon b plus minus delta a upon a into delta b upon b. This is again very small, so this is negligible. 1 get cancelled with 1. So again we get delta x upon x is equals to plus minus delta a upon a plus delta b upon b. To maximize the error, we again take positive sign, neglect the negative sign. So we find result in error in sum and difference is same. So there to calculate error, we get absolute error, that is delta a plus delta b in both sum and difference, and both product and division. We get relative error, that is delta x by x is equals to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So result is same in sum and difference, and result is same in product and division. So this is for the product, we get this result for the product, and this is for the division. Again to maximize we will choose plus sign. Now in case of power, something raised to power some power, now x is equals to a raised to power m, b raised to power n. Again we can do del x plus minus delta x, a plus minus delta a raised to power m upon b plus minus delta b raised to power m. Now x plus minus delta x, taking above power will get negative, so we get, taking a common, we get a raised to power m, 1 plus minus delta a upon a. Similarly taking b common with negative power, 1 plus minus b delta b upon b raised to power minus n. So this is a raised to power n upon b raised to power minus n. Again x get cancelled with, taking x common from here, 1 plus minus delta x upon x, here we get a raised to power m, b raised to power minus, b raised to power n, 1 plus minus delta a upon a power m, 1 plus minus delta b upon b with power minus n. This x will get cancelled with this, because x is again here a raised to power m, b raised to power n. So 1 plus minus delta x upon x is equals to, thereby applying binomial theorem, this power m is getting this and in this. We get 1 plus minus m delta a upon a, 1 minus plus n delta b upon b. Again we can write it as plus minus. So we get here 1 plus minus delta x upon x is equals to 1 plus minus m upon m into delta a upon a, 1 plus minus n into delta b upon b. Again by solving this we get 1 plus minus m delta a upon a plus minus n delta b upon b plus minus m into n delta a upon a into delta b upon b. Again this term is very small, neglect this, we get this term only. Then again 1 get cancelled with this one, we get delta x upon x equals to plus minus m delta a by a plus n delta b by b. Means the result is same as the product and division, but if we have any power either in denominator or numerator, power will just get in front of this. So there is no difference that it is present in denominator, so we have to take minus sign. It's present in numerator, we have to take plus sign. For all denominator and numerator term, power will come in front of the term with relative error with plus sign. So this is the result for power term. This is the result. So next we have to do a question. Suppose length and the breadth of rectangle is this and this. This is the true length, this is absolute error. True breadth, absolute error. You have to calculate area. So to calculate area, you have to take for area you have to take what? Length into breadth. So for area true value, we have to write true value of area plus minus error, absolute error or error simple, or either in percentage error. We have to write in this form. So first of all, to calculate area, true area, we just take true length into true breadth. So we will get simply A is equals to this value. Now we have to calculate error. We know that for the product we always get a relative error, so delta A by A is equals to delta length by L into plus delta breadth by breadth. So this is delta L, this is L, this is delta B, this is B, this is delta B. So delta L is 0.2, L is 2.3, delta B is 0.1 and B is 1.6. By solving this we get this. Again we have to just add this. So delta A, to calculate delta A, we now get the value of delta A upon A. If I multiply it with A, we get the value of delta A. So I just multiply it with the result of A, we get delta A. So this is we can write error in the form of true value plus minus absolute error into centimeter square. So for the power, this 4 is a constant, pi square is a constant, so you not have to take this. You have to just solve G is equals to L upon T square. So this is simply delta G by G is equals to delta L by L plus 2 delta T by T, or simply you can solve this. You have to calculate percentage error, multiply it with 100. So this is the combination of